So imagine that time is torn. The past seeps into the present, and a horror you thought was dead reaches out to you through a payphone from the grave. Now, when teenager Gwen, played by Madeleine McGraw, starts dreaming about murders at a Christian youth camp and gets a call from her mother who died years ago, you realize we're not just watching a slasher film. We're watching fear itself learn how to survive. Hey everyone, I'm Stacey Brewer here with Reel Blu. Today we're talking about The Black Phone 2. It's directed by Scott Derrickson. It's the kind of sequel that reminds you horror can still feel human. This story picks up 4 years after Finney killed the grabber. But instead of just repeating that same nightmare, it asks what happens after survival. Mason Thames returns as Finney, the survivor who hasn't really healed. Then you have McGraw as Gwen. She is the emotional center, tough, faithful, burdened with a gift she never really asked for. Then you have Ethan Hawke as the grabber. He still lingers like a stain you can't scrub out, and now he's more ghost than he is man. Then you have Damian Bashir as Armando, the camp supervisor. He grounds the story with a quiet kind of grace. Now, what drives this film isn't the body count. It's the question of what fear does to us when we try to bury it. You have Gwen's dreams are brutal, spiritual, and inescapable. Every night she sees the faces of the dead, and every morning she wakes up wondering if she's cursed like her mother. But the deeper truth here, and it's what makes The Black Phone 2 feel alive, is that fear only controls you if you let it. Armando tells Finney, behind your anger is fear. And you can feel that line echo through every scene. Gwen fears her own power. Finney fears what he's done and what he might become. Their father hides behind alcohol. The grabber hides behind rage. Every one of them is running from something that already lives inside of them. At one point, the grabber hisses, "Fear is just the warm-up." That line cuts deep because this story isn't about the monster outside the door. It's about the one inside your head. Now, Gwen's journey becomes the film's moral anchor. She says, "Your dreams aren't just dreams." That's not just mystical talk. It's a challenge. Her visions are painful but necessary. They drag the truth into the light. It's her reminder and ours that healing means facing what hurts, not pretending it never happened. Even scripture finds its place in this film. Gwen clings to Philippians 4:8, seek truth. While others twist it into something shallow, the movie quietly asks what faith really means. Blind comfort or courage to confront the dark. Now, Finney's arc hits hard. He's a survivor still living like a victim. When Gwen calls him out, you can't ignore what happened. You can't hide from it by smoking joints. It's brutal honesty between siblings who've seen too much. And that honesty is what finally breaks their curse. There's also that eerie line from the grabber. Dead is just a word. It's such a simple phrase, but it captures the film's entire spiritual tension. Death isn't the end here, it's a mirror. What we don't face in life follows us. Now, visually, the movie is soaked in winter. Icy blues, blinding white snow, deep shadows. It feels cold to the bone. There's the film grain effect, and handheld shots make it look almost documentary style, like you're watching someone's haunted memories. The payphones glow like relics from another timeline, little portals between the living and the lost. The crosses, the camp chapel, the frozen lake, everything feels symbolic but never heavy-handed. It's like faith and fear share the same breath. Now, the score stays understated. There's a low hum, chilling pulse. It doesn't push emotion. It lets silence do the work. The quiet moments, the wind through trees, a payphone buzzing in the dark, are what makes your heart race in this film. It's smart, controlled sound design that respects stillness. Now, at its core, The Black Phone 2 is about release from guilt, from pain, from stories we keep repeating. Gwen learns her visions aren't a curse, they're her inheritance. Finney learns that courage isn't about fighting or ignoring your fears, it's about showing up when it counts. And when Gwen quotes scripture near the end, "O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory?" it doesn't land as religion, it lands as defiance. It's her saying fear doesn't win here. The grabber's haunting might drive the plot, but the real battle is internal. The one between faith and despair, guilt and grace. This movie argues that if you face your fear, it loses its teeth. That the monsters we fight aren't always out there. Sometimes they're the part of us we've been too scared to forgive. So no, The Black Phone 2 isn't just another horror sequel. It's a cold, haunted meditation on what it means to finally pick up the phone to listen to what the past is trying to tell you. I'm Stacey Brewer, and this has been Reel Blu. Remember, when the phone rings, sometimes it's not a warning, it's an invitation to heal. Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm Stacey Brewer of Reel Blu. Those were my thoughts. Thank you for watching. Now, if you like this review, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.